Well, good evening. It's 10, quarter after 11. I should have gone to bed, but I haven't gone to bed yet. September the 28th, 2022. We're in Vernon, BC. Still in Vernon, BC. The weather's been pretty good. It's been really nice fall weather. Very, very nice. No rain, though. Hardly any rain for the last 60 days. But I imagine it's coming. I see they're having a big hurricane on the east coast of Miami and all the way up to Newfoundland. I haven't had anything like that around here. Uh, Things going on, I don't know. My son is working on his garden thing. He's got a thing set up down on the road on Pleasant Valley Road, and a pretty big display now. He's selling stuff like crazy there. And he plants a lot of stuff. I guess he said he's planting fall or winter uh, garlic right now. I don't know how many plants, but it's a lot. And a lot of work to that. I asked him, I said, do you think you're going to make as much as you would make working for hydro or highways? Well, he said, close. He says, wouldn't really say. But I think he likes it. It's a lot of work, though. Man, oh man, it's a lot of work. On your hands and knees with the gardening and rows and rows of stuff and weeding and irrigating. And he's got watermelons there galore. Some of them 40 pounders. They're actually too big. Well, they're selling because people like it a little smaller. Still going out to Desert Cove Estates a bit. Well, a bit. I've been going out just about every day. And I'm still trying to make a deal with them somehow, but I'm not getting too far. The place is just about sold out. A few lots down by the creek. They're the big lots, expensive ones. I'm digging 2 more this week. One backed out. He wasn't even started on, but he said he couldn't get a mortgage, so they give him his money back. I don't know if they should have, because they'll never sell it for the same price now. We've got a lot of resales all of a sudden at Desert Cove. And all kinds of maintenance things popping up. Pool problems again. And the floor is terrible. It's got to be changed or tiled or done something. And the hot tub is 30 years old and it's starting to leak. I'm going to have to cut a window out, cement blocks in the wall out to get it out, or to get one in or out. And this guy's suggesting that if you're going to cut a big hole in the wall like that, take a window and a thing out, make it big enough so you can put in double glass doors, full length, full height, and then open that in the summer and have like a patio outside, an indoor outside. You could have it open to the outside. And it's a pretty good idea. The price of things are just awful. $100 bill is like a 20. Now that's the terrible part. That's the biggest bill you can get. Yeah, it's not good. things are starting to cost. Rent is going up like crazy, I understand. People are renting a basement suite, like, 1,500 or 1,700 a month in Vernon. Good grief. The thing is, they can't afford to buy a house, they have to rent. So I think there's people thinking about building to rent instead of sell. Because they have them for rent, they'll be rented right away. A house could be easily rented for $2,500, $3,000 a month. And yeah, an election is coming up in the States, and I wouldn't doubt there'll be one in Canada here pretty soon, too. I'd like to see, well, it's another, well, I guess 4 or 5 weeks, maybe 5 weeks, yeah, maybe close to 5 weeks left. It'll be very interesting to see what happens in the States with this left-wing group that are trying to run the United States into this communism, socialism, or whatever it is, and broke. They've spent like trillions of dollars already the last year or so, and they're going crazy. And things are short. They want to cut back on fertilizer for farmers, and they're making fuel so expensive that I don't know how farmers are going to farm. And just doing everything to hurt people. And they're saying they're doing it all, climate change and all this stuff. I do not think you can do anything to stop climate change. That is completely out of man's power to do. You can dream about it and say, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. We're not going to. The heat of the sun, if it rises, it rises. There's nothing you can do about it. You can tax, you can have carbon taxes coming out of your yin-yang. It's not going to do you any good. And I don't doubt that it's going to get, more extreme weather. It seems that's the course of things right now. Fires, floods, and hurricanes, and a lot of things going on. I don't know if it's winding down or whatever. I mean, the Bible says that there comes a time when this is going to happen. It says it starts like with birth pangs. It gets more and more intense as you go along. And people are getting just crazy. They don't give a damn about anything. They really don't. And I don't know. Abortion is getting to be such a thing that the women in the United States, they claim, are going to vote Democrats back in just for abortion. That's all stupid because the Supreme Court didn't ban abortion. They just said it has to be decided by the states, not federal. But the left-wing people are so crazy about that. I know what I'd do with the abortion business. Anybody who wanted to have an abortion, that means killing the child you're carrying. That means you better not ever do it again. And you'd better make sure that you're fixed so you can't do it again. And the man who is the one who basically starts it all with his sperm, which is a spark of life for everyone, the sperm embeds in the egg of the woman, and the egg of the woman is the food source for the fetus to start to grow. But being the man is actually the carrier of the spark of life, more or less. They should be totally, it sounds tough, but they should be castrated. I don't care, chemically or whatever. They should never have the chance to do that again. They're more responsible than the woman is, I feel. Yes, I don't know. The thing is, I've said this before, maybe not too much to anybody, but I've said it, that as far as the babies being born and torn apart, and killed, and whatever, that's most likely not the biggest problem, because God can resurrect every single one of them if He wants to, and He most likely will, because they would have been already, you know, set up to be a human being, and it was stopped. Well, I don't know. The, it's a terrible thing that women have gotten this idea into their head. It's like a satanic push to do this, and it's only in this generation that this has happened. This had not happened previously. That's the thing that people forget. They think that this is normal. It's not normal. I've been around for 88 years, and I can tell you, it's not normal. It's a totally different thing, and it's I don't know whose influence is coming from, but I would guess it's most likely from Satan that is influencing women to feel this way and want to do this. And he started off by trying to influence Eve right in the beginning, and I guess he keeps on influencing women to do stupid things. Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's just how I feel about it. I don't know if I can prove that or whatever. But anyway, everybody has a way of what they think about things, I guess. I canceled my cruise to Alaska. I didn't want to deal with Holland America anymore because they were after me for a bunch of money for gambling on the ship. And I got peed off with them, and I thought, to heck with you, I'm not paying that stupid thing in the casino. You say they keep using credits. It's not money, it's just they say credits. You can use up to 5,000 credits a day, and then they want you to pay them back in US dollars for these credits, which are no value, cost them nothing. So I refused to do it. And they tried to collect 18,000 bucks from me. I was on a 21-day cruise, and I just thought, to hell with it. I'm going to just enjoy myself and use this to play the casino for entertainment with your credits. And they came back and they put a charge against my bank account. The bank stupidly agreed to do it. Took my pension plan and any money I had in there and took it all away. And I said, no way. I said, I didn't authorize anybody to do this at all. And I told them I wanted to dispute this. So they said, okay, we'll start a dispute. We'll give them 35 days to respond. And 35 days went by, and All America never responded. So they said, well, you're the one, you won the dispute, and we're going to return all your money that we've deducted from you, which they did. And All America, of course, been sending me, some dunger letters. We want you to pay. I don't know how they got 4,000 out of me, but they did. They wanted 14,000. Well, those letters are just laying around here. I'm not going to do anything with them. But I got a little leery about going on their ship again. Maybe they get me into an American port someplace, and then they say, oh yeah, you owe us money, but I'm going to have the sheriff seize you. I don't know. I don't think so. But I didn't go. I didn't feel good enough to go. So I canceled it. It was a nice little 7-day cruise. Yeah, well, anyway, I I don't know if I'll be doing very many more trips and stuff. I don't know. My legs have gotten so wobbly and weak and whatever. I don't know from what. One old guy was come to my door the other day and said after he got his shot, his legs went to hell on him and he hasn't been good since. So I don't know if that's just anecdotal or anything to it. My legs sure went to hell too. Weak, very weak. Muscles, losing muscles. Losing muscle tone, muscles. Just losing muscles. And I guess maybe that's what happens when you get older. I am. Well, anyway, enough mumbling about this stuff. Thank you very much and talk to you again sometime. Thank you.